Is it the time to buy or sell a home in Winterville, North Carolina?
We do these market updates for you every single month so you can make an informed decision based on what is happening in the market right now here in Winterville.
Exactly. Therefore, we're going to really start from what's going on in Winterville housing market. What's going on?
Okay, so let's just jump right into the numbers with active homes. Active homes, there were 35 new homes that came to the market, 38 went pending, 46 are now recently sold, and that is the inventory rate of what?
0.8 months of supply. Therefore, Winterville really extremely holding a very tight inventory at the time of this video, and is really also matching with the Greenville, North Carolina, that have a similar supply of 0.8 months in the. And this actually indicating what? What it indicates this?
It's gone back to a little bit of a seller's market, not entirely, because we do have some other factors in play that we're going to talk about after our introduction. So let's quickly do our introduction. Let's hit it. Let's talk about days on market now.
Now that we came back from this break, we wanted to talk about the days on the market. Therefore, the days on the market, really, how long does it take for a house to get listed in the market, Winterville, North Carolina, and get it sold? And this number actually is 51.5 days. An average and median days on the market is 29 days. What it indicates, these two numbers?
So basically, it means that both are selling effectively, and it's really kind of, again, mirroring the Greenville performance, but there are some difference, so which means buyers in Greenville and Winterville are very similar, of course. Exactly. We're right next to each other.
Now, if you wanted to go over the pricing, median lease price in Winterville, North Carolina is $321,565. On the other side, median sold price, what they sold for, is $280,150, which also we have leased to sell ratio, it's just pretty high, 98.6%. What all these numbers mean in Winterville, North Carolina housing?
Well, basically it means that there is a lot of new construction, of course, but there's also showing with that 20,000, there's a lot of difference, $50,000 difference between the median list and sold, which means there is buyer willingness, asking prices, desirability, all of these come into play with what house we're looking at. So there is a lot of concessions happening.
Exactly. Therefore, we have a little bit of concession because we are 90.86, and just let you know, the Greenville also has similar numbers like a 98.1 and 1.2. Therefore, we are having the similar situation in Winterville, North Carolina. Now, we're focusing on the price per square feet. Of course, there are lots of things involved in the price per square feet, like how old they are, what is the location is, what the amenity they are looking for, and all is how they are upgraded, a lot of. But if you wanted to go in general, overall median price per square feet in Winterville, North Carolina right now in September 2025 is $166.23.
And then break it into the types.
Now you can do it.
No, you can do it. I was in that one.
Therefore, brand new construction actually in Winterville, North Carolina come to around $167.20 per square feet, and existing home is a little bit lower, $164.77. Therefore, you see that this brand new construction, they have a difference of almost $2.43. That's suggesting that existing home in Winterville, North Carolina is still maintaining high quality and desirability for people that either they are living in the area or coming from out of a state to area in Winterville, North Carolina.
Now I'm going to break down the new construction a little bit more with construction analysis, and then my husband's going to do existing homes. But for new construction, 46 came to the market. That is 35.7% of the entire market, including townhomes and single-family homes. The median list price was $339,690, and the average days on market for new construction is 68.5. And so this means that Winterville is really being seen as 1/3 of all listings in the area are, of course, new construction. And it's a high percentage, means the developers really see Winterville as a growing area, and we see community growth in this area because they're investing money, and we can see these premium prices that people are paying.
Exactly. On the other side, if you wanted to focus on existing home, we had 83 houses in the Winterville, North Carolina in the months of September, that which all of our data comes from. The July really is
August?
In August, sorry.
Yeah.
in August. And this existing home also, there are 64.3% of the market, and the median price for existing home in Winterville, North Carolina is $299,000, and average days on the market is 42.1 days. And if you're looking at it, existing home actually selling very quicker than the brand new home with the 68 days, and offering immediate occupancy and established neighborhood amenities. That is also another highlight for those existing home in Winterville, North Carolina.
Now I'm going to bring into single family homes. My husband's going to jump into the townhomes. But so for single family homes, this is almost 77.5% of the market share. About 100 homes came to the market that were single family homes. 27 are active, 29 are pending, 35 just sold. The median price for brand new or existing homes for just single family home was $349, and the average days on the market was 48.2, which means single family homes absolutely dominate the Winterville area, which does reflect that it's a more suburban area, and it's a lot of places where it's a little bit more family friendly oriented, and you can see that with the type of home people buy.
Exactly. But also we shouldn't ignore the role of the townhouse, even the single family home dominating, but still we are helping many people that they love to have a townhouse. And total listing of the townhouse in Winterville, North Carolina was 25 listings, and active was 6 homes, and under the contract or contingent or pending there were 8 homes, and number of sold townhouse was 9 in Winterville, North Carolina, and median price for townhouses in Winterville, North Carolina was $215,000, and average days on the market was 62.1 days. Therefore, townhouses apparently they're offering more affordability as we see it in the numbers, and also quality is standard, and also community amenities. That's another factor that affect the desirability of those townhouses in the market of Winterville, North Carolina.
Just to give you an example, my people who buy townhomes typically don't want to mow lawn, so that's typically one of the reasons they're like, I want a lawn, but I don't want to mow it. So you can see that's one of the reasons I have people buying townhomes. Now, just condos, there's not a lot. 4 active was 2, 1 was pending, 1 was done, 2 were sold. Median is $185. And it was about 45 days on the market. Again, this is a market that's really developed by single family homes, and then those townhomes are coming. Want to talk to me a little about why people come here, and why is there a lot of new construction? What's going on here? Just give me your breakdown.
Therefore, as we speak, Winterville, North Carolina is really a suburban market. In Pitt County, North Carolina, definitely you see a characterization of the houses that's coming is a little bit newer and also very family oriented, suburban to the Greenville, North Carolina, and the houses that built are really premium in lots of neighborhood that they're coming to the market. Even such a neighborhood like a Villa Grande that they already built the first 3 phase, and now phase 4 is building. These are all premium with the nice amenity, no?
Well, typically, who's buying a lot of the homes in Winterville, North Carolina? It's a lot of families. It's just it's families are moving to Winterville. That is just what's happening right here.
And the percentage is like a 77.5% of families are moving to Winterville, North Carolina.
Now let's talk about just comparing it to our neighborhood areas. Other areas are going to get a little bit more for the college areas, but that's just who is moving to Winterville right now. We don't control any of that. And things change in the future. There's a lot of developers like trying to get area in Winterville because they know that there is a buyer demand here. So that is just something to keep on the lookout for. Also, let's just talk about like what we would recommend for sellers, buyers.
Okay. Therefore, I just want to mention that all the opportunities that you see for resident in Greenville, North Carolina, about the job, about the being close to vicinity to amenities, about using different college like a Pitt Community College or East Carolina University or ECU Health, they're coming also part of Winterville, North Carolina package. But now for sellers, we wanted to definitely make sure the price or slightly above the comparable sale to the strong demand that we had in the market. And what else we can suggest to the sellers? I
mean, you have to keep into factor those new construction. You have to make sure that you are marketing within the prices, that the parameter prices. Yeah. And you want to really kind of listen to the people who know what they're doing in the area and the communities in the area, and look at the timing of when we're putting this on the market. I know at the filming of this video, interest rates are starting to go down. What happens happens next week at the Federal Reserve, I don't know, but that is just something you have to pay attention to because those are going to affect the sale of the home. The next thing, for buyers. For buyers, again, you have a lot of people, if the new house comes on the market and it's the perfect house for you, we need to be ready to roll with that perfect house. Because second thoughts on perfect is they don't happen often.
Exactly.
But on the other side of it, there is a little bit more. We told you 38 days. There's at least overnight to think about it for most houses, unless the perfect one exists and that's everybody wants it. There is a way you can say, I want this house, and then make it happen for you. So I would say, let's just talk, because I'm happy to talk to you about how buying a home.
Therefore, right now the interest rate for FHA is 5.94%. Of course, you need to have a good credit score, and also for conventional loan for the 30 years is 6.28 based off the data that we have in September. Of course, we are waiting to see how Federal Reserve is going to help us with the target interest rate that they promised, 0.25%. They're going to cut the price. Therefore, all we said is really helping you. If you are a home buyer, that's going to help you with the power of the purchase in the market.
And if you're a home seller, it's going to help you sell that house.
Exactly. For the home seller, you have a pool of more home buyers in the price point that you are selling your house. That's going to help you. Another depends on the layers of what tiers of the selling that you have for your house. That's super important. Therefore, we really appreciate being here, and definitely call us, Alan Victoria Pinder, real estate agent professionals in Pitt County, North Carolina, Greenville and Winterville. And don't forget to watch all of our playlists here. We are here to help you. And at the end, don't forget to ring that bell and also comment and subscribe in our channel. We see you and talk to you soon.